Hey guys, welcome. It's just Math, y'all. Welcome to another video. We're going to be looking at completing the square. All right, to solve by completing the square, we have 6 basic steps here. I'm going to do a couple of examples. The first thing we want to know is that this method works all the time, but it's only easy when A is 1 and B is even. So that's only the time that we really want to do it, but it does. It works even on the hard ones, but we don't want to do all this. So the first one we'll do is step 1 says force A to equal 0 by dividing. Well, none of our problems are going to have that because I'm going to make it easy for you. But maybe I'll do an example of one of those in a few minutes so you can see how it really does work. So then we're going to move the C to the other side. So in this problem, I'm going to add 24 to both sides. And then I'm going to have x squared minus 8x equals 24. Now notice I left a space there because look at number 3. Step 3 says add b over 2 squared to both sides. B is negative 8. And so I'm going to add half of negative 8 squared to both sides. So that's going to be negative 4 squared to both sides. That's 16. So I'm going to add 16 to both sides. That's step 3. Add half of b squared. You can do it from your head. You can just look at b and say, what's half of 8? Well, that's 4. What's 4 squared? 16. So add 16 to both sides. Okay, that's the completing the square process. Now let's finish solving it. Now I'm going to, step 4 says factor the left and rewrite. Factor the left and then rewrite. Well, the left is going to factor, multiply to give me 16, add to give me negative 8, be negative 4 and negative 4. It's always going to factor exactly like that. And I'm technically going to simplify on the right. I'm going to get 40 when I do 24 plus 16. And then it says root both sides. Root both sides. So now I'm going to root both sides. Take the square root of the left, the square root of the right. On the left, the 2 in the box cancel and have x minus 4. And on the right, I'm going to simplify this. I'm going to get 2 square roots of 10, and it's going to be positive and negative. 2 square roots of 10. Notice it said root both sides. Right there, positive and negative. And now I'm going to solve. We'll solve. I'm going to add 4 to both sides. And I can't add those because they're not like terms. So my answer is 4 plus or minus 2 square roots of 10. That's technically 2 answers. 4 plus 2 square roots of 10 and 4 minus 2 times the square root of 10. Those are my 2 answers. Let's do another one. This one, again, exactly the same steps. I'm going to go a lot faster this time. I'm going to move the 11 over. And I'll have x squared minus 4x equals 0. I'm going to fill in, get my blanks ready. Okay, get my magic number in the blank. Okay, so I'm going to take half of the b. B is 4, so half of 4 is 2. And 2 squared is 4. So I'm going to add 4 to both sides. That's 4 half of b. All right, you got it. I'm going to factor the left, multiply to give me 4, to add me 4, 2 and 2. Rewrite. And now I'm going to square root both sides. Square root. What happened to the 11? Hold on. What happened to my 11? That's supposed to be a 15. All right, I'm going to square root both sides. Square root the right, square root the left. I get x minus 2 is plus or minus the square root is 15. And then I'm going to solve. I'm going to add 2 to both sides. And I get x is equal to 2 plus or minus the square root of 15. 2 plus the square root of 15 and 2 minus the square root of 15. We got time for one more? Here we go. this one. Again, we're going to move the 9 over. We have x squared plus 14. X is equal to negative 9. And then we're going to do the magic number, the add half of b. Well, half of 14 is 7. 7 squared is 49. So 14 over 2, that's 7. 49. I'm going to add 49 to both sides. Okay. Then I'm going to factor the left. What was half of b again? 7. And then rewrite is equal to 40. Didn't I do 40 a minute ago? I did do 40 a minute ago. Here we go. Square root both sides. I get x plus 7 is equal to plus or minus 2 squared is 10. X is going to be negative 7 plus or minus 2 squared is 10. Okay. Come back to the next video where we do one that's a little bit more complicated. We'll have an I in it, and I might do one where A is not 1 so you can see how that step goes. Again, it's all about that magic step. Add half of B raised to the second power to both sides. It's just math, y'all. You can do it.